velocity of the ball and the lift are as shown. So look at the ball, it is projected vertically up. The ball is projected vertically up inside the lift, and the lift is moving down and undergoing retardation. What is the state of lift? Lift is moving down and undergoing retardation. What about the ball? Ball is projected vertically up. Then what are the, here the G will act vertically down. Something appeared here. Now we'll proceed here. So what is the assumption I'm making it? I'm assuming that the ball will strike the floor of the lift. I pre-drawn the diagram. I'm assuming that you can see clearly the lift is moving down and the ball, what will happen, will strike the floor of the lift. I'm giving some symbols also. We can check it here. We can choose, now what will choose origin? Anything. We can choose this as the floor of the lift as origin or the ceiling of lift as origin. Let me choose the same ceiling, the floor only, let it be origin. I'll not change it. So no, okay, we'll write down all the equations. Again the same equation. Sir, how the ball will be moving? The ball will be moving like this, and the lift will be moving in this direction. Now, what is the 2? 2 is for the ceiling I'm using. And this is the floor. Now we'll write down the equation. Relative position of the ball with the final position of ball with respect to ceiling of the lift minus initial position of ball with respect to ceiling of lift equal to initial velocity of ball with respect to lift into t plus acceleration of ball with respect to lift t square by 2. Finally, look at here. Finally, where the ceiling earlier, where was the ceiling? Ceiling was at a height of 60 meter initially. Finally, where it is? At y. At a distance y. So what is the equation we'll write? Plus y. Both ball as well as lift will be at same position with respect to when the ball is striking the ceiling. Then the initial position of the ball plus 10. This will be plus 50. Look at these things are very important. This is the origin we have chosen, and I'll write it clearly. What is the origin? This is the origin. Initially, where the ball is at height of plus 10 meters. What about the ceiling? Ceiling is at height of plus 50 meters. Nothing is there. Only just make observation. There's nothing in these problems. We don't have anything. Velocity of the ball plus 6. Velocity of the lift minus 2. Acceleration of the ball g downward. Sorry, retardation downward. That of the lift retardation, but it's upward. Now you have to ask one question. Sir, ball is undergoing retardation and you're writing negative, okay. Left is also, look at the velocity of the downward and the acceleration or retardation is upward. Then this should be negative, but you are writing positive. Here we are giving sign for both retardation as well as acceleration. Retardation of the ball is negative. Retardation of ball is vertically down, and anything vertically down will be negative 1. Acceleration, retardation of the lift is upward, and it should be positive. So there's the best example is what I'm giving. Please, all of you who all trying to learn the concept, you should learn through examples in physics. Relative accelerated motion. Okay, in books open we have this particular formula. So if this formula is enough, yes, you know the formula, but you should also know how to use formula. How to use the formula to the problem. So what is all about the physics? Problem solving. To problem you are going to learn. Everyone knows theory, concept, they say that one. So unless you don't solve the different types of problems, you'll never come to know what is that concept and how to use in various situations. This will be 0. This will be 10 minus 40, 80. This will be minus 10 minus of, this will be plus 4. Let me substitute all the values. This will be 40. This will be 40, 80 minus 14, 7 t square. Quadratic equation 7t square minus 80 plus 40 equal to 0. This quadratic equation will solve it. T equal to, this will be 8 plus or minus 8 square minus 4 into 7 into 40. I think time will be negative. 64. Look at all these values. B square minus 4AC. 4 7 are 28, 28, 280. Time will be negative. Let me do the calculation. 28, 28 into 40. 1120. 1120 minus 64. 1056 minus 1056 by 14. T negative 1. What does it mean? Not possible. I'm giving the idea. So I got T negative. T negative means then what is the wrong that one? Means ball will not strike the ceiling of the lift. Then it will strike the floor of the lift. Then what we have to do? Assume the condition again. So we'll assume it. I'm showing that we can also do wrong. I'm just showing you that it's all possible. Huh? Definitely, we may sometimes assume a wrong situation. So you need not to get scared. Huh? There's no issue that one. Just only the situation went wrong. Then again, okay, the ball in fact will be striking the ceiling of the lift only. I think I'll bring all the cases properly. This everything is wrong. Just what we didn't. Ball cannot strike the ceiling of lift. Wrong assumption. What is the correct assumption? The correct assumption is no, no. Again, we'll draw the diagram. I'll draw it. What we are going to assume that the ball, like it's now we had we'll assume like this. In fact, the lift is undergoing retardation. The same values. Here, what was the value we took? 4 meter per second square. The lift will undergo retardation, and here there's a lift. Inside the lift, what we have done, we have released the ball. We have released the ball. We have projected the ball with a speed ub, and the lift is given velocity, and also it will undergo retardation. Let's assume that the ball will come and strike the floor of the lift. Are you getting this one now? So this was the floor. Already we have checked the ceiling. It cannot strike the ceiling. So I'm going for the floor, that one. So let me substitute this one. So this will be initially, finally, what is the position of the floor? The floor will be at what? From the origin at a height h. Ball also will be at same point. So both this will become minus h minus h minus O. Initial position of the ball with respect to lift, or we have taken this as origin. So initially where it is, the ball is at height of plus 10 meters. What about the floor? Floor will be at origin. This one. This, I'll use some other color. Okay, fine. Look at this. This is very important. Look at that red color strip. There is the floor of the lift. Initially, where the floor of the lift? Floor of the lift is at origin. And finally, where the floor of it? At a distance h below the origin. As a ball at the lift. So initially, the floor was at origin 0. No, initial velocity of the ball plus 6 minus of initial velocity of the lift minus 2 t plus retardation of the ball minus g minus of retardation of the lift plus al. Already I think we have discussed, no? Y minus g, the retardation is downward. y plus al. The retardation is upward. We are giving sign for acceleration and retardation also. This will be 0, minus 10, 80, plus minus 10, plus 4, p square by 2. So minus 10, 80, minus this will be 7 t square. So 7 t square minus 80 minus 10 equal to 0. I think will be positive this time. 8 square minus of 4 into 7 minus 10 all divided by 2. 64 plus 280 by 2 7 14. 280 plus 64, 344. 18.54. The positive time only I should take it. Plus 8 divided by 14. 1.89 seconds. And we got positive. So what we assumed is right. So what is the conclusion now? Ball will strike the floor of the lift only. What is the velocity of the ball at this position? We'll calculate velocity of the ball. Velocity of the ball will be VB equal to UB minus G into T. UB is how much? 6, 10. This will be 1.9. We'll take it approximately. So this will be 19. 19 minus 6 will be minus 13 meter per second. So how the ball will be moving? It will be moving vertically down. So inside, what actually happens to the motion of the ball? It will be moving, then it will be descending. And the lift will be, velocity of the lift will calculate. Velocity of the lift. Velocity of the lift will be UL. UL is how much? 2, 4 into 1.9. This I'm getting negative. Negative means, what does it mean? It will be, lift will be moving up. Getting this idea, I think something. Why negative? Negative means opposite to UL, you should take it. So 1.9 into 4. 7.6. So this will be minus. What do you mean by negative sign? Negative sign indicates that when the ball was striking the floor of the lift will be moving up. I think the motion will be very complex. The motion of the ball will be something of like this. And whatever the lift will be, floor of the lift, I'll compare the motion of the floor of the lift. It'll be like this. and the floor of the lift will be of something. Somewhere here they'll collide. I think look at this one. How the ball will be ascending, then descends. Floor of the lift will descend, then it will start ascending. Somewhere here they'll collide. So how do you can see? I'm having velocity of lift is how much? Negative, means it'll be moving up. And the velocity of ball is overall this idea. And I'll give a better diagram. The floor of the lift okay, no, this is the basic concept. After some time, you can see the lift, floor of the lift, and there's a ball. I'll give color. You can check it. So how the path of the lift will be, floor of the lift will ascend, will descend, then ascend. Ball, what will happen? Will ascend, then descend, and somewhere they'll collide. A little bit from the data. See, everything I'm checking from the data. I don't have any other thing. With help of equations only, I'll be concluding all these things. Yes, we'll write it here. Path of ball. This is path of lift. Okay, kids. The relative accelerated motion. I brought almost all the cases. Now you can use that particular formula. So your entire thing is how you are going to use this formula in various cases, and always choose a sign. Upward positive, downward negative. Substitute all with sign. Okay, no. Coming classes, I'll come with another some interesting problems. Thank you all of you. Thanks for watching.